Today we're going to make some ricotta cheese, and we're going to start off with 8 cups of milk. Now it normally calls for whole milk. This is skim milk, so I'm going to add a little bit of cream to it. You don't have a complete quart, so a little bit short. So I'm going to add a little heavy cream to it because it didn't quite fill it up. That'll make it kind of like whole milk by putting the cream in it. Now we're going to heat this up. This is over medium heat because we don't want to get it boiling. We want to heat it to 185 degrees. I'm going to use a little digital thermometer. It's a little bit big for that, but we'll set this in here and we can watch it. Then once it gets to 185 degrees, then we shut the heat off, take it off, add in a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I'm going to use white vinegar. And that's my white vinegar already go. And now just a matter of waiting for it to get up to temperature. Put the vinegar in. If we take it off, we let it sit for 10 seconds, and then for about 10 minutes we stir it until it all curdles. Then we're going to let it sit. So now while this is doing this, we want to make sure we do a little bit of stirring so it doesn't stick to the bottom or anything. And we're at 68 right now. $72. And I'm going to stir this every so often here. We're at 77. Now if you turn up a little higher, it'll get hotter quicker, but you can also take a chance of burning it, and we just want to gently bring it up to temperature. 91. Getting a little closer at 151 now. It's going up pretty quick now. $53. 30 degrees to go. Just checking the handle. The handle's still cold, so I can grab it. Starting to go up quick now. See, it looks like it's starting to get a little skim on the top of it there. We're at 173, almost there. What I'll do is I'll turn the burner off as I'm using with my left hand as I'm using my right hand to pull it off onto this plate over here. That would get it off the heat. In about 10 seconds, and then we'll pour the vinegar in there. We're going to do a quick stir. A little bit hotter on the bottom, so get it stirred up. There's 185. Says let it sit for about 10 seconds. And that's 10 seconds. I'm going to pour this in and stir. It should start curling up, but you want to keep stirring it. And we'll look here on the clock here, so in about 3 or 4 minutes after, we should be our 10 minutes. Starting to. It's my first time trying to make it, so turns out that's good. Good recipes always help. Smells good. Now, one thing that was supposed to put in here beginning was salt. I didn't put it in. We'll try adding it now. Just a 1/4 teaspoon. It says of table salt. Now the 8 cups, the recipe I got the recipe from America's Test Kitchen. That's where I found the recipe. And they said you should get, out of the 8 cups of milk, probably about 5.5 cups of whey, which is the liquid between the kernels, or the curds. I guess they call it curds and whey. Now the recipe said you just throw the whey away, but there's no reason why you couldn't use it in cooking or something else to make something else. You know, it'd probably taste pretty good in some biscuits or something. And taste a little bit of it. Now it says use a regular spatula, and I imagine the metal interacting with like the vinegar stuff could put metal taste in it, or wood. You could leach out any of the stuff out of the wood, so the rubber is nice. And then stainless steel pan here. Probably don't want to do this in a cast iron pan because you'll pull out all the seasoning in there too. Now, it didn't say you had to stir it constantly, just frequently. But you can see starting to get some little curds in there. Then what I'll do is, it says to, after you've stirred this for the 10 minutes, and then let it sit for 5 minutes without doing anything to it. Okay, let me see if we can zoom in, take a look at what it's looking like. And we're going to do a little bit of more stirring. You can see it's starting to separate on there a little bit. Got about 5 more minutes of stirring, and then we'll let it sit. I was kind of curious what the temperature is. I think it's still up pretty warm, up in the 140s already. Or still climbing. Well, we're just about ready to let it sit anyway. Still kind of changing, a little bit of consistency in there. Okay, I think we're close enough now. We're just going to let it sit. Well, we're going to let this sit for another 5 minutes, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like once we're done. All right, it's been our 10 minutes. I don't have a lot of cheesecloth. I thought I had a little bit more, but that's all that was left in the package, but that'll definitely help strain it a little bit more. So we're going to pour this in here. Oh, wow, that's drained out. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty full. I'm going to have to put it in a different bowl here, I think. Actually, I'm just going to put it back in the pan. So that's what we've gotten out of there. So it takes a lot of milk to make cheese. Now we're still draining out some. So let's kind of push it there. I'm trying to push it over the cheesecloth. That's the cheesecloth down here. I'm kind of pushing it, trying to fold it up inside of it. Really need a little bit more cheesecloth. And it's still fairly warm, so still see there's a lot more to take out of there. I think what I'm going to do is put this in another bowl and then put some in here and squeeze it out. So okay, what I've got here is not enough cheesecloth for the cheese I have, so I'm going to do it in a little bit of stages, I think. There we go. I'll try and open this up. Dripping some of my good stuff in there. We're gonna There we go, that's most of it there. Put a little more cheese in there. You can see it's kind of still having liquid come out of it. Alright, now let's see what we have here. Let's move these things around. Getting little pieces of the cheese all over. I get most of it out. Had to taste a little bite of it. Actually not too bad. Like once it gets cold and set, it'll be even better. So I'm going to kind of flatten this out here a little bit. And see how. So I think once it gets cold, it'll be a little better. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and see what it does here. So, well, it's been in the refrigerator for a while, and it's gotten fairly hard here. And put the fork in it and see, how it's that's pretty good. I'm gonna taste it now. It's cold. Not too bad. It's a little bit plain, kind of almost like cottage cheese as far as flavor, but it's pretty good. That's how much it made. And that is what's left of basically a quart of milk. And then I put in the refrigerator in some quart jars. That is the whey. So here's a quart plus about, a little over half. So about a quart and a half of the whey. And we'll be able to use that in making other things. So that's what it turned into. So we had basically a quart of milk turns into that much cheese. And it'd be kind of interesting to try that, but that's how it turned out.